call. I'm coming to you from the UK. My name is Richard Mathew, so it's good evening for me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this information as quickly as possible. I guess various people are coming from various situations. Maybe you know a little bit about what we do here. Maybe you've just been invited by someone and maybe just a little bit curious. I can guarantee you what we've got is interesting, and you're probably going to learn something that you've never seen before, and you know, a whole world of travel that you never knew existed is what you're going to learn about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover two different types of information, if you will. I'm going to cover a type of information that relates specifically for those of you that just would like to take more holidays, or you're already taking holidays and want to go to a better standard or more affordable. And then I'm also going to cover, that's why I've put it kind of in smaller writing there, the ability to get paid as well. So some of you will be on here just to benefit from the travel purely as customers. Some of you will be open to making money, maybe some of you both. I'll get you through every single piece of the pie so you can take your pick what is most suitable to you. We have got a lot of people on this line. It's absolutely packed out, and as with technology, sometimes it can come and go. But I just want to let you know right from the start, if for some reason this presentation just goes, stay where you are. I know what I'm doing. I do this every single week. I'll bring it back for you very, very quickly. So just stay where you are if anything like that happens in the future. Good evening, Nadia. Good evening. Someone with impeccable manners. Good evening. So I see a whole bunch of you on here. Ali's on here. Andy. Aunt Barbara, hey there. Carl has just been on stage this weekend. Carlos, Celestina. Celestina was getting recognised, as was a whole bunch of you. Faith, Fatima, Hells. There's too many people to mention. A whole bunch of you on here. Hey, Paul. Paul's managed to get here even on the web. I know he's working away. So hello. Let me get started with this information. And what I will say is I'll leave plenty of time at the end. I'll stay as long as you need me to, Q&A style. So if you've got some particular questions, write them down or commit them to your memory. I'll leave time for that at the end, but I want to go through this quickly and smoothly so you can see the information and see what you make of it. So so you're about to discover a whole world of travel that you never knew existed, and optionally the ability to get paid to travel as well. So it all represents, it's all behind this sign. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. It's actually going viral. It's going viral. It's all around the world. Here's some buddies of ours off the coast of Caribbean with that sign. Tour de France. Many beaches around the world. Maybe some of you, if you're entrepreneurs, you'll know who Robert Kiyosaki is. Multi 100 times over millionaire in property. Little tiny that one at the PGA Golf Tour. Tony Robbins, been in many films. One of the biggest mindset coaches in the world. Bill Cosby, Katy Perry. I think everybody knows her around the world. Mountains of the world. Basically, you get the picture. London, Dubai, Rome, everywhere. This sign is everywhere, and it's growing fast. So maybe you're thinking the same thing I thought when I first saw these images, and somebody shared this with me about 3 years ago now. What's behind that sign? It's a company called World Ventures, and that was created by two very, very fine gentlemen called Mike Azquay and Wayne Nugent. These gentlemen created this company 10 years ago nearly now. We've been in business a decade all around the world. So if you're hearing about this the first time, you really are privileged. And it's, I'm going to explain the prevalence of that soon. But these two gentlemen have built a monster of a company. We're already in the Inc. 5000, which is a rating of the fastest growing companies in the world. We're actually in the top 1,000 for that. We're also in something called the DSN Top 100, a very prestigious award. They come in, they look through your company, front ways, back ways, sideways. If it all adds up, you get on their list, and we are for the last few years now. And this is a really big deal. Some of you may have heard of Ernst & Young. If I know we've got some American people here, I'm guessing you guys have. They are a major accountancy firm in the United States that give prestigious awards to entrepreneurs. These two fine gentlemen, for the work that they've been doing for the first 6 years in this company, they were regional finalists in 2010 for that prestigious award. So, we really have been going places ever since our start, picking up awards all along the way. And we're already in 28 countries. We're in between 250,000 and 500,000 members. Just, you think like Wembley Stadium holds, I'm not even sure, is it 70, 80,000? We have nearly 500,000 members now. We're growing at 2,000 people per day. So if this is the first time you're hearing about this, That's not going to last long, okay? Maybe someone's even already mentioned this to you. It's happening more and more and more as word of mouth spreads because of the exciting stuff that I'm going to share with you in a second. If you haven't already guessed, which you should have from the first slide, it's all about travel. We travel all around the world, just as you maybe wish you could do right now, or that you already do. We just do it in a better way. I'm sorry, but we do. Once you've ever traveled with us, 9 out of 10 chance that you'll only ever travel with us. We track our numbers. For the last 10 years, if someone's ever taken one trip with us, 87% they're still with us now, only traveling with World Ventures. So I'll say that again. Every single customer that's ever taken a trip with us over the last 10 years, even just one, 9 out of 10 chance that they only ever travel with us for the last decade. That speaks for itself. We don't just do your traditional style holidays, you know, your Disneys and everything else you can think of. We do sporting events, so we have a lot of Premier League packages for my friends in the UK, VIP packages to Premier League clubs. You could have gone to the World Cup with us, the American sporting events all around the world. We also do humanitarian trips as well. I know a lot of people, me included, you know, we like to give back, but it's difficult to find an opportunity to do that, right? You're thinking, well, I got to go get sponsorship or run a marathon or do something like that, and it can be expensive. Well, not with us. We like to sink a lot of our profits back into these type of trips where we go and we build bottle schools, provide clean drinking water all around Europe, Africa, America, and Asia. And we've actually been featured in Oprah Winfrey's show. She loved the work we were doing. See that picture in the top right there? We actually take recycled bottles and recycled material from a deprived area, and then we line the foundations of the buildings with it, because it's cheap for one, but for two, when they have earthquakes or natural disasters over there, it vibrates so freely that a lot of the buildings, the main structures, stay standing. So I don't know who discovered that, someone way smarter than me, right? But Oprah loved what we were doing so much, we've been featured on her show as well. So let's get into some specifics. Okay, what is the Dream Trips? What is World Ventures? What do all these terminologies mean? Well, World Ventures is the company that those two fine gentlemen created, and our product, so say Nike is the company and their trainers, the Air Max are their product. For us, World Ventures is like Nike, Dream Trips are like the trainers, that's our product, and it's an exclusive VIP, members-only, invite-only travel program. Amazing holidays all around the world, thousands of dream trips to choose from. It covers everyone in your household, you know, your partner and children, and you basically get to travel like a VIP for the price of going to Butlins or something like that, which is no exaggeration. I've been 9 trips in the last 2 years, and hadn't been away for 4 years before I came to this program because I couldn't afford to. Things are a lot different now, and that's why I'm so passionate about this. So basically, what we've got is members-only benefits. Anyone on here a member of something like, say Netflix or Costco or a gym, or you know, member of anything? If you've got a membership somewhere, yeah, I see a bunch of you. Bunch of you are. Matt is, Carl is, yep, me too, yep. Okay, so a whole bunch of. Okay, I'm back, guys. I'm back. Like I said, straight to queue. It sometimes dips, and I can get it back when the line's really, really busy. We've got a lot of power on the line to hold everyone together. So we're back now. I'm guessing you can hear me okay. Perfect. Can someone just let me know you can hear me now, and I'll carry on exactly where we picked up. Pick it up where we left off. Perfect. Thank you, John. Thank you, Rudy. Cheers, guys. Good stuff. So like anything that people are paying for these days, anything that majority of what they're doing, everyone knows, it's monthly. And travel is no different. People want to be able to go. Think about yourself. You want to go somewhere nice. Given the choice, right, if you could think of anywhere in the world where you want to go to, you wouldn't settle for it. You'd think, I'd really love to go here. I'd really like to take that person there with me. I'd really love to go and do something special, but it's always financial. The thing is, when you do something membership-based, you can leverage that membership and get a lot better deals. And I'm going to show you some specific examples. I don't expect you to believe me on face value. So I'm going to go through some specific examples taken from trips that we've been on and ones that are available for booking so you can actually see. There's a whole host of benefits. I'm going to break them down as we go along. So let me show you the 3 parts to this membership. Number 1, as the name implies, Dream Trips. We have specific Dream Trips. We have what's called a personal booking engine, and we have a concierge. I'm going to break those down for you right now. So the Dream Trips. These are over 1,000 heavily discounted dream holiday or vacation from American friend experiences, and they're typically a minimum of a third up to nearly 80% below retail prices. Now that's pretty significant, because if you imagine, like I asked you a second ago, just answer in your own head. Where would you? In fact, let's do it for a bit of fun. I like to bring people in. You don't just want to listen to me all night. If you could choose anywhere in the world, where would you love to go? I'm not going to call you out or anything like that. It's just, we're just having a bit of fun here. There's no pressure here. Where would you like to go anywhere in the world? You haven't been. You would love to go there. You've always wanted to visit. Some people throw me some ideas. Bora Bora, says Rudy. That's a good choice. Anyone got anything else they want to? Just Rudy. Rudy wants to go on holiday. Everyone else wants to stay at home. So, Mexico, Japan. Japan's a good one. Never seen that one before. I used to do martial arts. I'd love to go to Japan and visit. New Zealand, Miami, Florida, Singapore, Everest. Dream big, Keith. Florida, another Florida, Australia. Scunthorpe. What you'll learn is, we make good money here and we have a lot of fun, but we have a sense of humour as well. So Carl's what's Scunthorpe. I live near Scunthorpe, so I can laugh at that. Dubai. So okay, thank you for participating, guys. It helps me to know that I'm on the right track. So yeah, so the main reason that people don't go to these places is cost, right? It's cost. Most people get 4 weeks holiday at least a year. We'd love to go here, 5-star VIP, be looked after, but you think, well, come on, how can I afford to go there? But if you could slash 80% off of that same price, I'm going to guess that it's at least closer to you, more realistic in the next few years, preferably even this year you could go, right, at 80% off. And that's what we do. That's why I've been to 9 places in the last 2 years, having 4 years prior to that been nowhere. I couldn't afford to. I can now. And let me give you some examples. So just take a look at the facility there. This is an upgraded room. This is beautiful view there. Everything you see is included. £73 per person. That is a 4-day, 3-night trip to Prague. Now, the reason that looks so swanky is because it's upgraded. With this, what I'm sharing with you, because we have so many members, we have such buying power that we don't have to put nowhere near the margins that anyone else does. Okay, we're the only people that do this. In fact, we're the best in the world. We're the World Travel Program of the Year. I'm going to show you that award in a second. So this is 5-star, breakfast included, unlimited access to the spa, sauna, and the pool, and you're upgraded to a business room. Okay, how about a weekend in Paris? We've got a lady on here, Linda. I'm going to show you a picture of her later. Linda Kenny. She just took advantage of this trip. She went away in last month, I believe, maybe even earlier this month, to that trip. Great place, had a fantastic time. Cruises. Caribbean cruise. I'm just giving you a variation of places. We have over thousands of these. 5 nights. You can extend it if you wish to, but as a ballpark figure, 5 nights for 150 quid. So that's £30 a night on a cruise from the Caribbean, and that's the cruise liner you go on. We're not going to turn it with one man and his boat and a donkey to pull you along the side. It's the same cruise ships that you use. We just buy them in such bulk that we get extras thrown in, and it's deeply discounted. A couple of you put Florida. How about a villa? Parking thrown in. It's a Sheraton-owned villa. Again, a nice place, great location near all the parks. A week there, and this is one that sleeps 4. A week is 500 quid. So for the 4 of you, if you and a couple of friends wanted to go, or a couple of family members, you're looking at just short of £19 a night to stay in that exact villa that you can see that you're looking at. Okay, and these aren't pie in the sky. We've been going for 10 years. I've been on loads of these trips, 9 of them already in the last 2 years. Because you want to know. Am I going to get there and there's going to be no boat? Am I going to get there and there's going to be no hotel built? Nothing like that. It's the same and superior to what you're used to. 5-star in Greece, half board. We throw in archery, fitness, transfers included. That works out at £16.50 a night. And I've been on this trip. I'm going to show you some photos in a second. All inclusive, right? Any of you been on all inclusive? I know I have. It's great to be able to lock your wallet up in the safe, pick it up on the way out. Everything's covered. Again, look at that. You're upgraded again just for being a part of the membership. You're upgraded automatically. Drinks in the room, beautiful, straight by the beach. That's 250 quid just over a person. It's at the 5-star Riu Palace. That's all inclusive. You can't stay at home for that, right? Junior Suite, you're upgraded. If you want to play golf, 15% off. Even your transfers, even your airport transfers are thrown in. Mexico, Riva Maya, again, beautiful view. Look at the pool. you know, spanning around there. That's £123 a person. Again, you're upgraded to a junior suite. Again, it's all inclusive. Again, your transfers are included. I know you think, well, okay, that looks good, but what happens if I compare it to somewhere? I did that. This is Vegas, the Venetian, one of the best hotels in Las Vegas, if you've ever been. So I went online, I searched around, I did a lot of research. I like to do my research right, and I found this is the next best price I could find. A place called Cheap Tickets. I had to really, really dig to find this. Same time, same dates, same room, same everything, basically, same everything, like for like, apples for apples. £948 for the hotel, £62 for the transfers, just over £1,000, which you would expect. You go into Vegas, you stay in 5-star in a suite, it's about £1,000. For the same price with Dream Trips, £257. That's 3/4 off, right? £750 off. So like I said, somewhere between a third and 80% near enough, that's what you're going to save. So again, if you've ever fancied going to Vegas, 250 quid is a lot more realistic than saving up £1,000, right? Or you can go and gamble 750 quid more, whatever takes you fancy. And you don't have to trust me on this. Okay, I hope that you do. I'm a real person. You can do all the research on me you like. You're going to find nothing but praise. And what we've got is a Dream Trip price promise. You can go, if you're Nifty Thrifty, Knockoff Nigel, whatever that advert was a while ago, you can go anywhere, travel agent, online, Expedia, wherever you usually go. If you can find the exact same trip in a week, we give you 7 days to scour the internet. We'll not only give you all your money back, we'll still send you on the vacation or holiday, free of charge. So if you want to go out there and find something cheaper, the same holiday, we'll refund you and send you. That's how confident we are of the price. That's why I have that price promise. So you're either going to go and have a fantastic holiday on us, or you're going to get a price that's completely, you've never even thought was possible. And this is how they're laid out. You get a website, you click on your website, you log in, like you did tonight, you click on something, you're logged in, and there they all are laid out every single month of the year, all different types of places all around the world, sporting events right through to relaxing holidays, through to group holidays, through to romantic ones, whatever you want to take your fancy at. So that's the Dream Trips, membership benefit number 1. Number 2, this is what you're already doing. Okay, it's called a personal booking engine. So what we have is the number 1 world booking engine in the world, 2 years in a row now. So Expedia, Booking.com, LastMinute.com, anything you can think of, we beat all these guys. We're the best in the world, 2 years in a row now. And this is probably what most of you are doing, right? I mean, I don't think many people use travel agents these days. I know a lot of people don't. How many do you guys, who uses online booking? Who's ever used online, like these companies I'm showing you here? Is that the way most of you tend to book your travel right now? That'll help me explain this a little bit quicker and a little bit easier to you. Yep, yes. Rudy says yes. Darren says, Andy says, yeah, okay, so yeah, I thought so. That's what I was doing before I joined this membership. Use Expedia, yeah, I get you. So a couple of people maybe use a travel agents. I don't think they can compete with these kind of sites anymore, and these sites can't compete with us. Because these guys work off of margins, and these guys, they advertise, hence these flashy websites, right? Hence you've heard of these people. The money they put into advertising on billboards, on TV, on radio, that has to come from somewhere, and we pay that as customers because that's where they're going to get their profit from. We don't do that. See, people like me, we spread the word for what I'm talking to you about. That's why you probably haven't heard of it yet, even though we're so big and we're 10 years in business. But also what it means is that you benefit from rock bottom prices because there isn't that extra profit margin to be bolted on. It just isn't there. We don't advertise that way. I'm advertising on their behalf to a whole group of people here. I volunteer my time because I'm part of, I've become a member of this club and I love it and I'm passionate about it. So basically, anything you're already booking, anything you're already doing online, you get your own website. You can see the screen scrolling here. This is the exact shot. So exactly like you usually do. You select if you want flights, hotels, whatever. You put the date, where you want to go from, where you want to go to, how many of you is going. You click search, and up pops all the results, exactly the same as you're doing now. Apart from when you're a member, the company splits the commission with you. So because we're not paying a third party, we actually own most of the travel companies. So what we're booking from ourselves. So what we're going to do is we split what the commission would be 50-50 with you in the form of travel dollars, which means money you can go and use in any future travel, and we put that in your account. So you can go out there. Maybe you saw on mine. I think there's a little slide later on with some money in the account. That's what we do. So not only are you going to get guaranteed prices and book the exact same way, the exact same thing you would normally do, you're going to get half that commission back. And you can use this for anything. You know, my wife went to a works do recently, needed a local hotel. We used this. Had some friends wanted to go to stay at the York races. The day of the races, because we're part of this club, there's a little chat box at the top there. You can click 24/7. I said, hey, I need a hotel in York. I need it quick. Half a mile from the centre. Needs to be 4-star and above. They brought back all the results straight away. You actually have somebody looking after you. When I said that concierge. And here's something that's won us awards. Anyone ever done that awkward dance where you book something? Should you have booked it early? Should you leave it till last minute? When's the best price going to be? Well, you don't have to do any of that with this. Literally, you book it whenever it suits you. And we have something called Rate Shrinker, which monitors that booking, and if that price of flight or hotel or whatever it is drops at any time, up until the second that you go, we will refund the difference back onto wherever you paid from it from, and you're still going to go. So you're always going to pay the least. It's annoying, right? You get in a plane. I think Harry Enfield used to do a sketch of it, right? You know, and you get on the plane. How much should you pay? And it's £100 less than you. You're like, oh, I'd have left it a week. Well, you're always going to be the one paying the least because we track it. If it goes down, if they need to fill the plane quickly or whatever, you get that money knocked off and refunded back to you because we want to be the best. And here's a lot of examples of this in action. I got $138 back myself recently, about 60-70 quid. I'm going to Budapest in March with a whole bunch of people who are on this line. Found it cheaper on EasyJet. I said, hey, I found it cheaper. They went, yep, no problem. We'll refund you the difference back, which is what we call the Rovia price pledge. So for the dream trips, you've got a 7-day money-back, go-on-the-trip anyway guarantee. But even for anything else, even if you're staying in a hotel around the corner from you, even if you're in your local town or you want a really specific, whatever, they'll give you a 150% price guarantee. You find it cheaper anywhere else, they'll refund you the difference back 150%. And I've had that happen to me. I can vouch for that for my recent flights going to Budapest. It's great. I promised you I'd show you the award. Here we are, Dream Trips. The travel. This is the travel industry's equivalent to the Oscars. We're 2 years now. This is an old screenshot. We won it in 2014 as well. We're the best travel club in the world. So Disney, Marriott, Sheraton, anyone you can think of, Hilton. We beat everybody. We are the best in the world for the features that I've just shown you. And unlike them, it isn't a timeshare. You're not buying into anything, okay? You can go whenever you want. There's no contract, wherever, whenever. You've got the Dream Trips, you've got the booking engine, and you get a concierge that you can dial up any time from any place in the world. Can get you medical assistance, can get you a taxi to and from places, can give you language help. Anything you need, you're looked after because you're a member of this VIP club. You get to travel in style with all the perks at a fraction of the basic price. So how much is it going to cost? Talking about money, right? Well, the Disney Club is 15 grand, right? We beat them. Marriott is 7.5 grand. We beat them 2 years in a row now. And these guys specify particular times, particular dates, right? But for us, it's 150 quid and then £29 a month. And it gets better. Because with most memberships, you think of a gym membership, you think of anything membership, you pay it and it's gone, right? You understand that you pay a membership to receive a service that you're happy with and you go and exchange it. Even though that's probably less than your mobile phone and you're going to get a lot more memories and create a lot more pleasure from this, what we have is 2 ways to actually make it even more affordable because we help people who can't afford to travel with anyone else bar us, as well as the high-end people going for full VIP all around the world, traveling 24/7. So if you refer 4 people, you don't have to, but if you know 4 people who like to go on holiday and like saving money, then we're going to waive those monthly fees for you. If you just literally say, hey, take a look at this information, which I'm going to cover how you can do that in a second, and they say, yeah, I'd love to do that, looks good for me, you have no monthly membership, okay? Now, there are 2 different options that you can do. We just introduced a platinum membership, which is slightly more than what I just covered, but you get extra benefits with that if you are someone that does like to really go for the high life. we have that platinum membership. You will not get a better quality of travel and be looked after anywhere better than with the platinum membership. But we have the gold membership, which is what I just gave you the prices for. So if you say, you know what, I would love to travel, budget may be a bit of an issue. Well, it's not an issue with this membership. We've made it super, super affordable. And like I said, we make it even more affordable because we have what's called Dream Trips rewards. So out of that £149 and £29 a month, 100% of that is yours to go and use on the Dream Trips. So we actually give you that back to use on our Dream Trips. It's literally like taking money from your current account and putting it in a travel savings account. That's literally what you're doing. You're not really, you're spending it, but you're not really spending it. You're moving it from one place where you've got it like your right hand to your left hand, okay? But it still stays in the pocket. So we give you pound for pound, dollar for dollar, whatever your membership, we give you that back to go and use on the Dream Trips, okay? We can leverage that, we can do that because of the numbers that we have. Like I said, if you have 4 customers, your monthly fees are going to be waived. We call it Wings Qualified. And here's some pictures of us, maybe the people that invited you here. We are in the Ice Bar in London, Amsterdam with some of the team members. Here's me in Rome with my little girl. She was the reason I got started, working 80 hours a week, 40 grand in debt. I needed to do something different, right? We hadn't been on holiday for 4 years. She had a whale of a time. I love looking at these photos. Here's me in Colorado, Breckenridge. This is all over the last 2 years. This is a view from the suite that we had. The company's helped us get a BMW. I'll cover that in a second. Caribbean cruise. Where am I there? We're off the coast of, somewhere in the Caribbean, I believe. Here's Craig, one of our members. He's been around Asia twice now, part of this company. Cabo 2013. I'm just going to skim through these. Bahamas, May. Jamaica, June. That's actually an RMD trip. That's a trip that the company will pay you to go on. So they cover absolutely everything. If you refer enough people, they will send you, and that place in the top left there, my buddy Ray and Jessica went over there, and that is a villa that you're staying in. That's not the hotel. That's your villa. Private butler, private maid. There's Scott Ross in the bottom right. He was a pastor. Jake, I met Jake. He's a good friend of mine. He comes from a corporate background. Wayne, one of the owners there, playing golf. Marcus Setta, our head of training. I mean, we have all sorts of people from all sorts of places. These trips are real. Everyday people are benefiting from them by having the courage to go, you know what, I like the look of that. That looks cool. There I am again in August 2014. Beautiful views, beautiful views. That was actually a realization of a goal of mine. For years, I'd looked at a brochure, had a picture of it cut out on my wall, where the reflection of the trees and the forest looked the same as the sky, like that top right-hand corner there. And I dreamt, I thought, if I can get a boat and just go across that still water, and I did that. This company made that possible. We're helping people create memories. Remember I said that Greece trip? Was it like 20 quid a night or something like that? This is the actual trip. There's the transfers. The guy picked us up at the airport. And what I really loved about it was, as my daughter, she's getting in on the marketing. She knows what she's doing, right? And what I loved about this was, I posted this on Facebook, which is how we get a lot of members, actually. People get curious about, think about what you do. You normally post on about your holidays anyway, right? So what I loved was they picked us up at the airport, and you could do as little or as lot as you wanted. They gave us a whole list of stuff and said, hey, this is what you get for free as being a member. You can go do this, you can go on this trip, you can go there, you can be part of this, you can be part of that, or just let us know when you want us to pick you up and we'll come back for you and take you to the airport. Go and have a nice, relaxing, romantic trip. So, Ali, some of our team members went with us. Ali was there without children. They went and partied a little bit more, stayed out a little bit later. We had a family hotel. We did some different activities, but I loved the fact that you could take your pick. You weren't pestered. You just had that 5-star treatment, all the extras, and you could pick and choose what you wanted to do. Like I said, there's 2 rates that you can go for. The rewards mean that you're not really spending it. It's you're giving it all back. Refer those 4, which, 4 people who probably like to already go on holiday with you, who would want to save money and take a trip. And that's the membership. That is the membership portion of the information. So what I'm going to cover now, maybe you're curious about this, maybe you're really interested in it, I don't know if it's something you want to do. I'm going to cover how you can actually make money like me with this. So I'm just going to grab a little drink, give your ears a rest too. So up to now we've been talking just about customer benefits, okay? And now what I'm going to talk to you about is, if you're someone that, like me and like the person that invited you here, you're looking for a little bit more out of life, Like I mentioned 3 years ago, I came to this industry. I was £40,000 in debt. We'd had a business that hadn't gone very well for us, unfortunately, and I'd spent way too much money trying to keep it open. Foolishly, I have to hold my hand up, but I just did. A little girl that you saw in the pictures there, she was coming at 1 year old, and I never really had a father growing up, as I'm sure a lot of you have experienced. But the reason I'm saying that is it was really important for me to be a good dad. Right from being a kid, I can remember thinking I want to be a good father, and here I was, 80 hours a week, kissing my daughter, in her sleep in the morning, kissing her in her sleep at night. I'd become a statistic. I don't know if you've ever sort of looked back at your life and thought, how has this happened? How is this me? There's got to be more to life. That's the position I was in. So for an extra $100, 11 a month, literally 60 quid an hour money, you can make money from this. And I thought, you know what? What I'm doing right now isn't working. And I got asked two really important questions, and I'm going to ask you the same. And that is, what do you really want to do in life? If you could take your pick, not what would you settle for realistically and what someone's told you you're capable of. If you could take your pick tomorrow, you'd won the lottery, what would you do with your life? How would you spend that money, that time? How would you, your dreams, right? Your dreams. We all give up on them too soon. What are your dreams? And the second question I got asked, because I felt the same way as you right now, is if you carry on doing what you're doing, when will you ever get there? And unfortunately, the answer for me was never. I said I really want to be in a position where I can spend all day at home with my daughter, with my wife. She doesn't have to work if she doesn't want to. We got money to travel around the world, nice car, nice house. I got some time to give to charity, money for charity too. And I want to raise my daughter, but I want to be able to make money at the same time as that. I see these entrepreneurs doing this from the beach. I want to be one of those guys. Is it possible? Yes, it is. This is what I do now. I travel around the world. I do this full time, speak from stage. I'm going to show you some pictures in a minute, and it's 60 quid to do that on top. In fact, here we are. This is us in London only on Saturday. Maybe you recognize a face on there or two. People who invited you here tonight. And we were there in London at a company event. We get some great training here. Here I am on stage. Not telling everybody to get down. I must have been emphasizing a point there, right? And that chain that you see around my neck, I don't try and copy Mr. T. We get when we advance in rank, we get those chains, so we kind of show them off with pride at the events. And quite literally, if you recommend people to us, we pay you. So you go about benefiting from the membership, taking your holidays, saving your money, and when people say, hey, how did you go to Greece for £30 a night? Or how did you go to Florida for £18 a night? Instead of saying, oh, well, we just had a great time, if you literally say, well, we use this club and here's some information, and that person says, I'm up for that, we're going to pay you. And that's how we make our money. Quite a substantial amount of money. I'm going to actually show you how you can make 35 grand or more over the next few months. I'm going to give you a step-by-step plan. So what we focus on is right from the start is saying, hey, if you just know six people who will say, yeah, I like holidays and saving money, then what you're going to find is with those 6 people, you're going to get back all the money it costs for your membership and your business. You're going to have cash profit on top, and we're also going to give you some extra bonuses to take more holidays and come to some of the training events as well if you want to make more money. So you're going to be sitting pretty. Most people do that in a month. So this time, next month, you have extra money in your pocket. You have some money to go on holiday with to the tune of around about $800 to go on holiday with, and you've got a free business, because remember, 4 people is enough to remove the monthly fee. 6, you've got 2 spare. So do you know 6 people who would like to go on holiday and save some money? I think, for realistic, we all do. So you earn income with your entire team. This is where the power comes in. What we have here is something called residual income. Is anybody familiar with that term? Just before I go on, I don't want to know how much detail I'm going there. How much? Yep, I know you guys are my team, man. Of course you have. You love residual income, right? We can roll over in bed or roll out of bed. Anybody else heard of residual income? Tap me a yes or a no or a Y or an N, just so I can see how much to explain it by. Okay, so no. So some people said yes. Thank you, Paul. Thanks for your honesty. So some say yes, some say no. So residual income is how the most successful people in the world manage to have time and financial freedom. If you're at all entrepreneur minded like I was, I always felt like I always felt like I should have been more or done more, right? I I didn't feel like I was doing what I should do. I should be an entrepreneur. I want to be one of these guys with a nice car and a nice house. Not that I'm materialistic, but just because I felt I had it in me, right? Maybe you have that too. And what I was educated on by people way smarter than me who will connect you with if you decide this is something you want to do, is they said, listen, what you need is residual income. This is money that comes in with or without you being there to exchange your time. Everyone has residual bills, right? Whether you're in the house or not, and you've got to pay your mortgage, so it makes sense to have residual income. Even if you're going to carry on with your full-time job like most people do when they start this. I started with an 80-hour work week. We'd like to have something that just, if it could just cover your bills, if you could just be in the green every month, right? Your bills are covered, your work is a bonus. That would be cool, right? So what we do is, because this is a membership, we pay you a portion of all the members that you ever refer. No detriment to them. They receive the same service, the same quality, the same everything. The company splits the profits with you. So it's the company that takes the hit, that pays the commission. Because like I said, they don't pay billboards, radio, TV, they pay us. That's how they can afford to do that. The money they would spend on magazines and everything else, they spend on us. They give it us because then it incentivizes us to say, hey, I will talk about this, I will mention this. And we teach you exactly what to say as well. So as you start building your team, I'm on about 400 people right now. So if you look in my position, whether I do anything or not, someone somewhere in the world on my team is sharing this with somebody right now. A whole bunch of them invited you here, okay? And some of you on here aren't even in my team. I threw this open to all people, so it makes no difference to me anyway. But what happens is, if somebody joins through anyone that you ever recommended, you're going to get a proportion of that. So you can literally, I've shot a video of me on the Greece trip. We literally made more money than the trip cost, 10 times over near enough, while we were there, even though I wasn't working, because people on my team were. Some of them were on holiday with us, some of them weren't, but the money comes in anyway. I still build this because I'm super ambitious. But you don't have to when you get to a certain point. That's residual income. Whether you do something physically or not, you're going to get paid. And that is a great, great position to be in. That's how the most successful people in the world do it. They don't clock in and clock out and get paid for their time, because to double your income, you've got to double your hours or double the pressure. We don't do that here. We stick to a simple system that 500,000 people are using, literally share what we've got. You can just invite people to presentations like this, and I do the talking for you. And if they join, they go under you. You make money from that person. They're happy. You're happy. Everybody wins. It's a fair team system. So that's pretty cool, right? I love that part of it. So let me run some numbers with you. I'm going to take a quick drink again, but I'm going to show you exactly, step by step, how you can earn that amount of money in the next 12 months. So an extra 35 to 300, I know that sounds really unrealistic. When I look at it every time, people go, yeah, right. But I know many, many people earning that physically. Shook their hand, flew to Colorado to meet them. I know many, many people winning on that level in this company, personal friends, within the next 12 months, even at a 90% failure rate. So, right, if you could do a fast start, okay, fast start, we're looking at around about 1952 in 4 weeks. But I want to skip past this. Let me skip past this. Let me show you the numbers. So this is our official annual income disclosure. Why am I showing you this? Because this is what the law does for us. This is accountancy, official figures, run through everything. Okay, this is how I want to show you these figures aren't made up. These aren't my figures. These are the figures of the rule book. These are the ones we publish, okay, for the whole world to see. And I want to draw your attention to those 2 rows of blue arrows. Marketing director, which I'm on the verge of, and international marketing director. You can see a marketing director earns round about $57,000 to $250,000 every year. International marketing director earns $500,000 to nearly $2 million a year. Again, I know many people who are in this position. So remember I said, 6 people, right? Which I know you do, who would like to travel and or save money. How about if you just knew 1, which I know you do? Think of someone who you'd like to go on holiday with, been on holiday with in the past, works too hard, can't afford to go on holiday, already holidays a lot, retired so would like the cruises. You can think of 1. A business rep who would save money just staying in the UK using us. Well, if you just recommended 1 person, and all they ever did was recommend 1 person too, so that's all anybody ever did in your team. You recommend 1, and then they recommend 1, and they recommend 1, and we do that each month. Guess what's going to happen by the end of this time next year? 12 months doing just that, the numbers keep on doubling. This time next year, you'd have over 4,000 people in your referral network, because, hey, they all lead back to you from your first referral. We compensate you for that. That would be an annual earnings of £345,000. That is $564,000 in pounds. Okay, that bottom row there. I'm not making this up, right? Now, let's say you failed 90% on that. So 9 out of 10 times the people that you referred, they missed it. They didn't even get one. 10%, so we fail 90%, which leaves us with 10%. 10% of the 4,096 is 409. Let's not count half a person, right? 409 people puts you at marketing director, and like I just showed you, the average earnings, that's for everybody in the company over the last 10 years. The average earnings, look at the middle row there with the blue arrows, marketing director, average earnings, I mean, you may earn up to $250,000, but let's play safe, $57,000, that's £35,000. Even if 9 out of 10 times you don't even get one. That is the power of what I'm showing you. Absolutely. I mean, how much would you have to work at what you're doing to get that kind of price raise in a year? Can you even get a wage rise of 35 grand in a year for telling people about how much fun you've had on holiday? That is literally what we do here. That's literally what we do here, and you're doing it anyway. So I want to share something with you that is very time sensitive, and it's this week only. This is the first and probably last time I'll do this for a while, because we're super, super busy. We're growing very, very fast right now. This team in particular, we're going very fast. So how about we can condense the time? 35 grand over a year sounds great. How about if we could do a whole chunk of that, even half of that, in the next 7 days? See, if you're someone that understands the benefit of smart timing and positioning, then this is going to benefit, and this is going to really stick out to you. If you think about anybody that you know that's made a lot of money, most of the time they position themselves in front of trends. It's a little bit of luck, a little bit of action. They have the courage to jump in, but also, like in property, right? If you bought 10 houses before they went up in value, you're going to make a lot of money if you were in the know. Well, you're in the know about the trends in travel. Over 1 million people a month are searching for our type of program on Google. We're the world leaders for that. We are who they are finding. We had 10,000 people sign up the last 2 days. 10,000. It's coming to your town, to your door, to your friends. We'd love for you to be the one to tell them, as opposed to vice versa. So this week only, what I'm going to do is same time, same place tomorrow, and Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday. What I'm going to do is this exact presentation over and over and over again. So if you see the sense in this is something that you want to do, you can join with the person that recommended you here, and I'm going to teach you right now in a second, when I've been through the facts and figures, the prices with you, how to invite people to attend tomorrow's session. Now, when some of them join, they're going to be placed underneath you because you're already in the team. The last one in goes under the next one, under the next one, under the next one. It's what we call a fair team system. So by the end of this week, here's what can happen to you. Let's say you join tonight. You go, yeah, you know what? Time of year, I'm ready for a change. I want to do something about whatever's experiencing in your life. And you invite 5 of your friends tomorrow. 3 of them show up, 1 of them joins. And the next day, they bring 5 of their friends with them, and you bring another 5. So there's now 10 people who are coming to look at this information, which I'm going to do all the legwork for. You don't even have to know anything about it other than the basics, which I'm going to go through with you here. And maybe 2 or 3 of them join. So now they invite 5 each, and 15 of them come. And then this 20 and 30, so over a 7-day period, we can condense that time for you to have that growth, because normally you go and present that information, or you go and, we have DVDs, that kind of thing you got to wait for. This week only, every single night, you can send them to this presentation night after night after night, and really condense that time to show people what you were a part of, and just give them the opportunity to have the same benefits as you, apart from you're going to financially benefit. And here's something else. With this fair team system, the person that recommended you here, once you join, let's say they invited 5 people here, and we've got nearly 100 people on this call, so I know people invited a lot of people. So let's say there's 5 of you invited by the same person, and there's multiple of you that have done that, me included. So let's say person number 1 is called John, and he says, you know what, I'm going for it, I join. Now those other 4 people, if they decide to join, they're all going to fall underneath John. anything that they ever do, any person they ever refer, anyone that they refer, they're all going to financially benefit John because he's in first. It's a fair team system. It stops favoritism. So not only are you going to benefit from this condensed time this week, you're also going to benefit from everyone else's growth through the person that recommended you and financially benefit from that in 7 days' time. It's a real, we're looking for people, we're looking for us. We're not looking for procrastinators. We're not looking for people who are and ahhing. I mean, if you don't see the value in what I just shared with you, positioning in front of a trend, saving money on your holidays, and making this kind of money just from sharing what we've got and me doing the talking for you, I don't know what other opportunity there's going to be out there that's going to make it easier for you to live the life that you want to. I really truly don't. And you're gonna be in this week if you see the sense in that. Okay. So here we are in London, say we're growing so fast. That's Julio Acosta. He went from 500 a month to 26 grand a month in this business using this exact 7-day strategy. So he went in 12 months from $500 a month in his income to 26,000 by putting on weeks like you're about to plug into if you see the value in this. There's a couple of our members, look, showing celebrating. There's Lorraine and Sammy there. They were celebrated. They've only been in the business a short period of time. They've got a lot of growth in there. All different people from different backgrounds. All different people from different backgrounds. There's Linda. Linda's a retired care worker. Linda's just got her wings, so free business, like I said. She's removed her monthly membership. Dorothy's in the background there, looking really disappointed that she's just about to save a bunch of money on travel. I don't know what's the matter with her. But Dorothy, she's got her wings as well. And there's Carl on the right-hand side there, shaved head, check shirt. Carl's now a senior rep, which is a big, big deal in our company. Carl, I found actually Carl on LinkedIn. He was working in a factory. 90 days later, he went full-time in this with myself. Now he's the same as me. He's coming to Budapest with the team. He's got a great team of his own. If Carl invited you here, he's an absolute superstar. His team's growing exceptionally fast. Someone's probably already joined while you've been on this webinar. He's growing very, very fast. So this is kind of an analogy that I want to give you before I give you the exact prices. Okay, oops, I pressed it one too many times. The way to view this is kind of like a train in the station. Okay, that's the way I view this, like a train in the station. I don't want to be. I'm just going to be assertive. I'm a straight talking guy. Okay, I hope you can tell that from what I've said. We're going to do this with or without you. Okay, we would love to do it with you. That's why I spend my time doing these presentations. I'm super ambitious about helping people who, if you're at all fed up, of being sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you would like to take your kids on holiday like I did, we're going to Disney this year, if you just want to travel in style and save some money, if you used to have money like I did and lost it all and want to get that back, whatever it is for you, I want to help you get there. But I'm not emotionally attached to that for you. I can't do that for you. So the train is in the station. The train of World Ventures is at the station. You're on the platform. I want you to imagine yourself at your local train station. You stood there looking at this beautiful train. Now, if you look to the left, we're all in the first class carriage. We're having fun. We're teaching each other how to get better. We're making money. And the door is open, and we're kind of beckoning you in, saying, hey, there's plenty of room here. There's a seat with your name on it. Now, what happens at a train station if you don't get on the train? It leaves. It gets to the time, the doors close, and it leaves, and we're going to wave bye, and that's what I want to offer to you. The doors are open. We would love to do this with you. If you can take a step, just one step, we're going to help teach you exactly how to do this as a business. We're going to teach you exactly what you need to know. You've got to jump and your wings will open on the way down. But if you wait, if you're someone that does, if you're someone like, look, we've got like 1,000 videos online, you can knock yourself out for a year watching them all. If you feel the need to do that, then the doors are going to close and the train's going to go and you're going to be cold on the platform. That's just the truth. What I don't want you to be in the position of is some of my friends who I've seen this happen to, a couple of them, most of them were smart enough, a couple of them weren't. Hey, you're always going to get that. What I don't want you to be in the position of is this. 2 months, 3 months, 2 weeks' time, you see someone else who you know who then invites you to come and take a look at this, and they would have been on your list to invite yourself. They're on stage, they're making money, they're driving a BMW, they're getting bonuses left, right, and center, and you think, oh my God, if I'd have joined this then and invited you instead of vice versa, you would have been on my team. See, people think they need to know, I don't know loads of people. Well, neither did I. You don't have to. You just have to know a handful, and it's who they know. You know someone who knows someone who knows someone who gets to someone superstar, and then you kick back. That's how this deal works, and that's what's open to you. That train is going to leave. We're going to do it with or without you. We would love to do it with you, but timing is everything. I don't want you to be watching as everybody else gets success and you think, oh my goodness, like a winning lottery ticket that you misplaced on the back of the sofa and the expiry date went off. You had the shot. Someone offered it to you on a plate to come with a team that's growing fast, knows exactly what they're doing, full of success with people from all different backgrounds, you know, children, single moms, retirees, everybody's winning here because the system works in the hands of someone that wants to work it. So how do you capitalize on this? Let me summarize. If you want to go all in, so you want to be a member and you want to make money from this, option 1 is platinum. For my American friends, just over $500, $110 a month. In UK, $336 one-off, £72 a month. The majority of that is coming back to you to use on your travel. Remember, there's only £60 and £6 a month that is actually for your business, for your training. The rest of it is for yours for holidays anyway. So if you're going to spend more than 300 quid on a holiday, you may as well do it. Option 2, if you're a little bit more stretched financially, let's go for much less than what your phone costs you. And that is £237 one-off, then £39 a month. Again, the dollar value for the same membership is above there. And, you know, just look at the money that I showed you. $35,000 within 12 months, $345,000 within 12 months. You know, we're going to condense that down to a week. Is there anything else that you've ever been shown? And you can see this is real. You can hear in my voice. You can see with the slides and the way I'm communicating. And definitely, if you know me on Facebook and all those people, you've seen everything that I've been doing. If you've been on my website as well, you know, have you ever been offered anything that was so little to invest in and yet offered the possibility of so much? Now, I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm not saying that you can't. You know, I don't know what you're going to do. You may join and do nothing. You may be lazy, I don't know, but if you plug into the system, isn't the fact that this is even possible and people like me, you know, a fitness instructor, that's what I was, a fitness instructor, 30-year-old with a daughter working 80 hours a week can come and make a lot of money here, 9 trips in the last 2 years, speaking from stage. I'm just a previous fat kid who used to run a gym, you know, that's all I am. But the people here are so smart and this system is so finely tuned, if you just take a step, take a leap of faith, you're going to find special things happen, because if you want what others haven't got, you've got to do what others aren't willing to do, and that's what we do here. So listen, you should be here, okay? You should be here. I want you to come and join us. I want you to be a part of this if you see the value, if this is something you want to do. Absolutely, don't be a maybe. For myself, I don't know about the person that invited you here. I don't deal with maybes anymore, okay? It's a yes or a no for me. If you're on here via me, you may be the person, you know, who invited you here. Maybe they deal with maybes. That's up to them entirely. They're going to get back with you straight away, or get back with them if they haven't done. But for me, you know, if you don't see the value in what I just shared with you, whether you want to just benefit from the dream trips and the travel side, saving all that money, or whether you want to go out there and stretch yourself and make some money from your spare time as well, if you don't see the value in this, then that's not somebody I'm willing to work with. I get to pick and choose these days. I want people hungry. I want people fired up. I want people to say, you know what, I'm sick and tired of what's happening in my life, or I feel I can do more. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to be coachable. I'm not going to accept my own excuses. I'm too busy. I live here. I don't know many people. You know, we've all faced them. Money's tight. You know, the money's there if you want it, right? I don't deal with that anymore. So if you're here via me, it's a yes. Anything else I class as a no. But you know, the person who invited you here may feel differently. Maybe another team feels differently. Feel free to get back with them. So I'm going to throw it open to a couple of questions if you've got them. Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any questions? Someone's put about Belgium. Yep, Belgium we're in 28 countries. Belgium is one of them, Nadia. We're all around the world. I'm not sure about converting in euros. What I would do is I would run the prices on Google. That's what I did to get the pounds. $360 in euros on Google, and it will bring it back for you. I don't want to give you an incorrect figure. Not sure on that one, Tom. I'll get back to you on that one. There is a way around that, though. There is a way around that, Tom. Tom's asking for a particular country. It's who you know. We're underneath the #1 performer in the entire company. So there's some perks that go with that. So I'll reach out to you personally, Tom. Anybody got anything anything personal to go with? Any questions before I head out of here? Thank you, Richard. Yeah, Nadia saying, I'm not sure who invited you. Nadia said, I'm interested. Can I listen again tomorrow? Of course you can. You know, there's nothing to stop you doing that. But what I would say is you'll get the exact same information tomorrow, and by tomorrow, what you'll find is whoever invited you here will probably have more people above you who would have been underneath you. I can't guarantee that, but I know Fatima has put a lot of people on. Yeah, again, you know, I'm not, you know, it's entirely up to you. Entirely up to you. If you want your husband to listen, that's absolutely fine. I just want to be completely honest with you and say that, hey, you know, if that's the case, you're probably going to find that you may miss out on some money from now and for the lifetime that you're in here. Probably best to get back to Fatima tonight and let her know what's going on. That would be the best benefit to you. Because I literally, just let me share a story with you. I had it happen before where I had somebody who was saying the same thing, and the person loved it. They were like, yep, I'm in the next day. Now that night, I put somebody in who went on to bring in nearly 80 people. So those 80 people and whatever else they're going to do from that way forward, they would have been above them, beneath them, sorry, as opposed to above them. So they missed out on quite a few £1,000s every single month. So I'll probably get back with Fatima tonight and let her know what's going on. It will be a different link for tomorrow, Helen. What I'll do is it's members only, so I'll put it in the group. We have a Facebook group, an email group. I will let you all know that exact link to bring people to tomorrow. But this is going to compound. You're going to get some stand-ups tonight. They're going to come back tomorrow with their people the day after, the day after, the day after. Over a 7-day period, you're going to have a team already built, zero membership, money in your pocket, moving on towards a successful future and some extra finances. So you're in a strong position right now for hearing about this before the other people you know do. So it doesn't seem like there's many more questions. If there is, you guys know where to find me. You're all in that private group. You've got my number. Feel free to get in touch with me. Those of you that see the value in this, if it's something you want to do, I do this sooner right now, to be honest with you. I look forward to working with those of you personally who join. If someone's invited you from my team here, I'm going to work with you personally as well as that person. And hey, we'll look forward to seeing you on a trip with your own You Should Be Here sign, wherever you want to go in the world. Let's go and create more memories, help other people do the same. Let's have more desires than excuses. I'm going to catch those of you action takers tomorrow, same time, same place, same presentation. Bye for now, guys.